Good evening and welcome to the state poll projections. We had the national poll projections a few weeks back, and at that point of time we predicted what the broad picture would be nationally if elections were to be held then. Couple of months back, Times Now projected that if an election was to be held, then the BJP has an edge, but not enough of a convertible edge yet. Today we will look at 4 states that are going to the elections a couple of months from now, and these states are Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Delhi. We are not including Manipur at this stage of our state poll projections. So we are looking at 4 states. These 4 states in all contribute 70 to 72 seats, I think is the accurate figure in terms of people they send to the Lok Sabha. The Congress party as of now has a clear edge. It has around 45 of these 72 seats, which means this is an area which is a catchment area for the BJP. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are watching the state poll projections, therefore keep in mind that if the BJP manages to do well, it is a considerable gain for the BJP. If the Congress cannot hold on to these areas, it is a terrible loss for the Congress party. Opportunities are there. In these states, the Congress has won very often with slim margins. So this is an area which will determine how the 2014 elections pan out. And with me this evening on the state poll projections once again is our resident psephologist and a man whose numbers and wisdom I have grown to greatly respect, the one and only Jay Mrug. Jay, thanks for being with us. To Jay's right is someone with whom I have a unique deal. And the deal is this, to use the cliche, and I don't know how many times in your professional life you've heard this and are going to hear this, and don't look so weary. The deal is this, that if we get it even remotely right,
you get the credit.
Then I get all the credit.
Yeah, I get the point.
And if we get it even remotely wrong,
well, I have been working on this mandate for 18 years. So it's okay for me.
It's part of a written contract between me and him. So happy to have you back. He's the managing director and chief editor of Sea Voter, Yashwant Deshmukh. Thank you very much. To Yashwant's right, and here's our political panelists, the young Ragini Nair, one of the young leaders of the Congress party. And she has strong points of view on what's happening in Delhi. Definitely. Ragini, it's great to have you in our studios this evening. To Ragini's right is the national spokesperson of the BJP, Nirmala Sitharaman. You were here with us the last time as well. Thanks for coming back, Nirmala. It's always a pleasure to see you. Times Now's political editor, Navika Kumar, will give us the perspective on this result and what they could mean for the national picture. She will also give her assessment of the oddball chance that there could be a slight degree of variance at the last minute. Now let me introduce our panelists. Lord Meghnad Desai, it's a pleasure to have you back. Hartosh Singh, thank you, a man who doesn't mince his words, especially when it comes to Narendra Modi. And Aarti Jairath, thanks for coming back today, great to see you. Manisha Priyam, well-known political analyst. Ajay Bose, senior journalist, is with us today. Rashid Kidwai, who's the associate editor of the Telegraph, has just flown into Delhi to be with us today. And what do I say about Mr. Rajagopalan? Just that I say this, that besides being a senior journalist, Mr. Rajagopalan likes to live life on the edge. And the edge that Mr. Rajagopalan has is that 2 years back he said there would be elections in 2013.
He's running out of time or not? He's really running out of time.
There are 4 months to go yet.
Because of Chhattisgarh, because of Uttarakhand, because of Madam Sonia Gandhi's health, because of Congress in a very bad position, it will not even cross 85 much before you say. I'm telling you that this is all the reason why they don't want to have the polls. Government wanted to have the polls now, but the Congress party postponed it.
Blame the Congress party for
Of course.
That's Mr. Rajagopal's theory in life. Well, nice to have you back. Nirja Chaudhary, senior journalist, great to have you with us. Just walked in, Ashok Malik, senior journalist, political columnist, great to see you today. Ladies and gentlemen, should we start? Right at the start, I want Yashwant Deshmukh, please come here, Jay Mrug, so we can start putting the numbers out. We'll follow a certain order here today. Navika, very quickly, what's the order we're going to follow?
We're going to look at Delhi first, and then we're going to look at Rajasthan.
Right.
Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh will come in next, and after that, of course, we'll have the favorite topic that everybody on television wants to discuss, and that's the quick snap poll on Narendra Modi that we will do between 8:30 and 9. So we've got a packed 2 hours to give you a sense of all the 4 states And of course, what is this election going to be
let's
about?
pull the
Narendra Modi.
graphics back. We pulled the graphics on Delhi a little early. Let's pull them back because I want Yashwant first to give us the riders and tell us. No, you can stay here. Yashwant, can you tell us right here? Tell us, what have you determined before we go to Delhi? What have you determined this poll on? Can you tell us your methodology and the numbers you're looking at?
Well, as you know that the Standard C voter poll for the last 15 years, we
Yeah.
never do pick and choose of the constituencies.
That's
We
true.
cover all the assembly segments in all the states.
Yes.
So it's actually covered all the assembly segments in all the states. And the total number of sample size in the last 4 weeks,
Yeah.
especially, has been more than 30,000 in total. And in the tracking poll that
Yeah.
we know that C Voter is the only one which does the weekly tracking poll, in these 4 states we have got more than 80,000 samples in the last 6 months. So we have a secular trend to analyze on. We have got a trend for the last 4 weeks to see which way it is going.
Yeah.
We have got the trend post-Modi invitation as
Yeah.
the presidential candidate, if it is going to have any impact or not. So everything is in here.
Okay. So here's the Delhi result. It's on your screen. Jay, it was supposed to be a two-way contest. It became a three-way contest.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a fairly healthy debut for the Aam Aadmi Party with 7 seats out there.
7
when you
seats.
look at vote shares, what's the story you get in Delhi? And then we'll take the reactions.
The vote shares are very interesting. The BJP gains only 2%. It goes up from 36 to 38. The Congress goes down by 6%, but all the benefit is not going to the BJP. In
Yeah.
a way, the Aam Aadmi Party has blocked the anti-Congress vote from consolidating behind the BJP. That is perhaps the biggest gift of Mr. Kejriwal to the Congress. So in spite of having 14% of the votes, making a debut here with 7 seats, it's turned the contest into nearly an even contest, maybe sort of even turning into a kingmaker here in Delhi.
Well, in terms of, let's look at who's lost what. And what I find very interesting when I look at the vote share story here is, first let's look at the vote share story. And the story here is that the Congress and BJP together have lost 7%.
Absolutely.
The Aam Aadmi Party has gained 7%, the BSP has lost 5%.
Absolutely.
And the others have lost 5%, which
Yeah.
means there's 19% votes lost from everyone. But
Yeah.
the Aam Aadmi Party has not got all these seats. How do you look at it in terms of
Aam
vote
Aadmi has got majority of that. You know, it has
16%.
cut into the BJP, it has cut into the Congress, and also the BSP vote, which is very interesting
Exactly.
to see
Yeah, it's
from that lower strata. But if you remember, Arnab, in the poll which we had done on the nationwide thing, at that point of time, we had said 17% of the vote share for Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi.
Yeah.
It has got down 2 points down from that.
Yeah.
And that is primarily because some of the anti-Congress voters post-Modi declaration have gone to the BJP. And the Delhi poll we have conducted till evening of day before yesterday, so it has data very much after the Modi declaration as well.
Totally. Now, when you look at this vote share of 34%, what I'd like to say here is 34% actually does a conversion to 29%, 29 seats out of the 70 seats. So you have 34% share. 29 seats means that the BJP Congress party is down to its lowest since 1998 or since 1993. The 29 seats it gets as a result.
Since 1993, it's the lowest. Importantly, last time there were 23 seats which were won by margins of 4,000 votes or less, and the Congress had 13 of them.
Important
so
point.
even a small swing away from the Congress takes away a huge number.
So that's the story, and my first question therefore to Ragini is this, that Ragini, there were 26 seats in Delhi which the Congress party lost, won with 5,000 seats or less.
Yeah.
And there were also quite a few seats which you won by about 500 to maybe 1,500 to 2,000 seats. It was an election that you would have lost, but you've lost worse than you perhaps thought. Would you say that the Aam Aadmi Party has softened the blow on you a little bit?
The two things which I would like to say, Arnab. First of all, this analysis reminds me of a quote by Oscar Wilde. He said that I'm ready to believe everything provided it is incredible. Provided it is incredible. You see, secondly, I would like to say that this opinion poll or the survey that you're portraying, the diversity of Delhi is so extended that it is, I think it is almost impossible to ensure that sample size, survey of any sample size would be 100% or truly representative. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party, please hear me out, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, I think their impact is negligible in any sense of the term. You're saying that it is actually softening the blow on Congress.
Yes.
I would rather say that there is no blow on the Congress. After 3 terms, if this is what you can show in terms of anti-incumbency, I'm telling you that we are winning with a thumping majority.
Well, you lost 8%. You lost 8%. in 2008. And I'd just like to remind you of that. Let's get Nirmala Sitharaman in. Nirmala Sitharaman, do you think that you underestimated the Aam Aadmi Party and its impact?
First of all, it sets the mood. There is no doubt about it.
What mood?
The mood of the public today, that they're looking for a change, and that is also relevant to the Delhi state elections. Aam Aadmi Party's impact is seen here. As to who actually they're going to affect is also wait and watch. I wouldn't rush to say that they will damage the BJP much more they damage the Congress.
Snatched victory away from you. The Aam Aadmi Party has snatched victory away from you. That's the point.
There's a 15% votes. I mean, that's a huge vote, which is anti-incumbency vote. If Aam Aadmi Party wouldn't have been there, it would have directly credited into the account of the BJP.
It was an easy victory for you.
No, I wouldn't look at it.
Tactically, should you have done some alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party?
Not at all.
You still
Not
think
at all.
so?
I think there is also an element of match fixing between the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Match fixing?
I wouldn't put it beyond the Aam Aadmi Party to make sure that somewhere their presence is felt, but I wouldn't hesitate to say the impact is going to be limited to some constituency. And this, as you've already pointed out, that there's a decline in their popularity. It will further decline till before the elections.
Okay.
I don't see them carrying away this many number of seats, but yes, they will have an impact.
We have the first reaction from Sheila Dikshit to the Times Now poll, and this is her reaction. Let's play it up. She knows the numbers.
No candidates have been declared by any party. Except Aam Aadmi, probably it has declared 1 or 2 or 4, I don't know. So, till candidates are declared, till the manifestos of the parties come out, till people are able to know how they are to choose, what has been the record and all, it's futile to my mind to try and guess that we will get this much. Somebody else is saying we are going to get 37, BJP is going to get 35, somebody else is going to get 5 or 6 or 8 or whatever it is. So it's confusing.
15 years in power, do you think the anti-incumbency factor...
I'll give you just now. Why are you getting angry?
Ma'am, 15 years in power, do you think the anti-incumbency factor could work against you because the BJP keeps tapping on the levels of
I don't
corruption?
think there is an anti-incumbency factor, because for the last 15 years, the way we have worked, we have resolved every issue that came up, whether it was Section 81 or whether it was unauthorized colonies or whether it was Laldora or whether it was resettlement colonies. These are big issues which had been pending for 1 or 2 of them for nearly a century or over a century, others for the past 60-70 years. So we have resolved them. Education is the best, schools are the best, health is the best, and roads are the best, transport is the best.
Do you think BJP will tap in for all the charges it has been making on corruption, on CWG?
What corruption? What
it keeps,
corruption? Tell me the corruption. Tell me the corruption.
BJP keeps saying that there are a lot of...
BJP says what it says. If I say what I say or you say what you say, it does not become the gospel truth.
Congress is
There
coming
has
back?
no. They have to, you have to see whether it is based on facts and the truth. You can't call anybody just anything you feel like saying it, because you are poised against them.
And joining us this evening is Dr. Harshvardhan. He is the senior leader of the BJP in Delhi. And Dr. Harshvardhan, my question to you is, it's a neck-and-neck fight, it's a hung house as the numbers are stacked today. Clearly, between you and the Chief Ministership of Delhi is standing Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. Do you think somewhere the BJP has gone wrong in its calculations, not projecting the right people to take on the charisma of Sheila Dikshit? And is that going to cost you the elections of Delhi state this time around as well? Dr. Harshvardhan, can you hear me?
I think you have to speak loudly, because it's very low volume that's coming to me.
Dr. Harshvardhan, it's a hung house. It's a hung house as far as Delhi is concerned. You're just 1 seat ahead of the Congress party as per the polls. So between you and the Chief Ministership of Delhi, there is Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal standing. Do you think somewhere the BJP has gone wrong in getting its fight together as far as the battle for Delhi is concerned?
No, as far as the battle for Delhi is concerned and BJP is concerned, I think we are all together. We are going to put our heart and soul into ensuring that the corrupt Congress is out of the city after 15 years and BJP is in, and we promised to the people of Delhi that we are going to give them a very clean administration and a very transparent government, honest government, which will certainly deliver, not like the present Congress government which is full of corruption, scams and which has miserably failed on all the fronts. As far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, you see right now, whatever your survey etc. might be showing, the votes that they are trying to get, or they maybe some people might be giving them, showing, you see, it is all anti-Congress vote. And at the end of the day, people will realize and people will know that they are not going to get any seats. So nobody is going to waste his or her vote. And ultimately, as the election scene progresses, you will find that
that doesn't seem to be the case, Mr. Harshvardhan.
And we will
that doesn't seem to be the case, because we have
less than 2/3.
No, we have done 2 surveys in Delhi. Mr. Harshvardhan, we've done 2 surveys in Delhi. I think in the last survey, which was the Lok Sabha survey,
sorry, I can't hear you. I don't know what's the problem with the audio.
16%